Hey everyone, it's Nick from Nick's Crossing. Welcome to the train room for another layout update. Got tons of cool things to show you guys, so here we go. All aboard. Alright guys, so we're going to go from left to right and show you guys some of the cool things I've been working on. Lots of fuzzy green expensive stuff, woodland scenics, scenic express items, and many other brands I can't think of at the moment. But also lots and lots of glue and time. So it's been a lot of fun, and I'll go over some of the techniques that I used as well when we're going over the layout. Alright guys, so this is the right side of the layout, which includes the yard and some car storage, and some really cool models like this Cherry Hill station from the Strasburg Railroad, and my newly purchased Atlas switch tower that I added two crew figurines up there. It looks really nice. And also, I added some flocking stuff in here to give it texture, like grass texture and all that fun stuff. And if you look into the yard, I actually added some tie stockpiles that I built out of like 1980s Gargraves wooden ties that we had left over from our old layout back, gosh, like 20 years ago or so. But this was the Christmas gift of this year, this switch tower right here. I love it. It's so well detailed, has like shades and everything. I think it's a nice touch. It's also labeled as Tower NK. So let's just call it Tower Nick. Check that out. All right, guys, so moving on. So I actually added more grass and such between each little siding in the yard, and also added this cool SolarX billboard that looks amazing. I love the advertising on it. It's for sunglasses, and it's just a chick wearing her sunglasses, telling everyone else to buy SolarX. Next, if we follow the access road that I built behind the switch tower, we go all the way over to where the high rail truck will probably move, but he's just chilling there. And I added this fence right here. It's a Woodland Scenics fence right there. And eventually, I'll have the high rail truck hanging out in the yard somewhere. This was just waiting to dry. And this is just a Woodland Scenics fine ballast road. Used a little bit of water to break the surface tension, and then used school glue right out of an Elmer's container. Works really well. So if we go down to the station, I actually added a lot of characters in the station. If we go up here, can't forget about that added tree right there. We added a station master right there, holding a lantern. Added some people sitting down. Repainted the telephone booth from a bright yellow to a flat black so it matches the aesthetic of the station. Added some business people. Got another guy carrying some luggage in there. Trash can was added. That was actually green. I painted it silver. Mailbox. Gentleman with a cane. Another person sitting down. And down there we have another business guy waiting to get on a train. And you guys are probably also noticing the road is finally paved. This is actually Woodland Scenics ballast. Black coarse and fine ballast mixed. And I wetted it down and then used school glue to hold it in place. It's all pretty solid. I'll show you guys. Very solid, doesn't move. You get some residual, but it all is in place for the most part. I also dressed up the park with some ornamental trees and some fencing to keep everyone in nice and safe. And today we have Santa Claus in town, about to read a list, and he's checking it twice. And these people are right up to see Santa. That kid is terrified. Santa also has a cannon for protection. And not only is the road paved, I actually added two new buildings to town. So we have a little row home here that's lighted, and next door we have MTH Electric Trains Warehouse. This is a beautiful model. It's a Rail King MTH piece. And the sign on the window is supposed to blink, but unfortunately it does not work. But it is a great piece. And I got this guy carrying out a big purple box. Wonder what's in there. So, got the MTH factory of trains in town. And the funny thing is, the building I moved that was in this place is actually over on the right side of the layout. It's Kitty City Trains, which is a Lionel toy train store. So I thought that was kind of funny. So going back into town here, everything's pretty much there, just adding fine details, vehicles, parking spaces, the fine things that you see here and there when you go to train shops. But it looks really, really good. I'm actually surprised the road came out this well. It was kind of a mess, but here it is. And you guys can't forget about the Chat and Chew Diner. I actually made a YouTube short on this smoking away. It's a really nice piece. This was all atomic green, like that green color from like this edge here all the way out to the road. But I ended up using Woodland Scenics materials and covered it all up and painted that green like right here with a nice silver color to try to mask it. But this is an MPC, almost end of MPC era piece. And in the parking lot there, I do have these lights working. They get very hot. They're incandescents, but we have two classic cars. And I have been making my own trees. So like this tree right here is custom. And behind the trailer or mobile home are also some custom trees. Now this is the fireman's house in town. He's getting ready to go on his truck. And I painted him as well, and he has a friend with him. Little Dalmatian ready to go on the truck. And this is an MTH mobile home. And I thought it looked so cool in this corner. Nice and cozy. It's lighted. Added some custom trees in the back. So this guy has his own little private lot right in the corner of town. And I do have some more custom trees in the making. These are drying right now until like one side that's been all dressed up. But basically you just glue the stem and you attach the basically the flock material and it sticks right to it. I'm also using this flock and turf for the tree trunk. Get some like nice earthy colors, just like a trunk with some moss on it. It's been a lot of fun. And in the center of the layout, I can't forget this. I've been working on the rock cut one day at a time. And these are pre-built or pre-manufactured plaster rocks from Woodland Scenics. And I glued lots of fuzzy green stuff to them to make them look like there's, overgrowth, vegetation. But these are hot glued to the face of the styrofoam. And right here in the center, at the most vulnerable point, I'm actually going to leave that styrofoam. And as you guys can see, that scuffing there is from some of my engines that kissed the wall, so to say. So I'm going to leave that styrofoam so I don't royally screw up any of my engines. All right, guys, last but not least, I cannot forget about the $150 pond. Yes, it is small, but it is mighty. This thing has actually caused a huge hole in my wallet because of just poor planning and bad scenery skills, I guess. Because the first pond actually decided to pour out on the floor. So this actually followed a seam that's right here in the foam. And if you look underneath, wherever that screw's at, it actually leaked out all onto the floor. So that's about $30 plus for Woodland Scenics instant water gone. Then I put another kit in here. Well, that didn't work out either because we lined it with plastic and it peeled itself right up. So strike two. So there's 60 bucks. And the last $32 went to a Woodland Scenics deep water kit that has worked really well. This looks amazing. So that's 90 bucks gone right there, 90 plus dollars. And the other is all in the scenery. Like the cattails, they're about $10 a package. All the Woodland Scenics containers, shaker containers, rocks, all that stuff equal to about 150 bucks. So yes, I give you the $150 pond. I do have some big plans for this pond. I'd like to put, at least two people fishing. One off these rocks there, and one daredevil that wants to fish off of those rocks right there. I thought it'd be so much fun. And here's the deepest section of the pond, so I'll have them kind of like fighting over that. Thought that'd be really cool. I did add a trackside building to my left. This is actually a Plasticville house that I painted. This was originally like brown and gray, really bland, but I did some weathering on it, did some, some magic there with Tester's paint, and it came out really nicely. I mean, I even did some weathering on the roof to simulate some rust, some dirt, and on the sides as well. So anyways, everyone, that's the layout update for today. Just a quick update. And we're going to take a ride through town, probably behind the K4 that's back in the corner there. So hang on tight, everyone. Here we go. everyone, that's going to conclude this layout update for today. Hopefully you guys enjoyed seeing all the cool projects I've been working on. Maybe it inspired some of you guys to start playing with trains again, or start working on your layouts in these cooler winter months. Perfect time of year to do it. And I know some of this scenery stuff can be expensive, but a lot of it is just stockpiled through the years I've had, doing other layouts and such. So it hasn't been that bad of a financial burden other than that $150 pond. That's insane. I hope to never do another one of those again. But if you guys are getting into scenery for the first time, just have fun. Take your time. No rush. Just have patience and have fun. If you're not having fun, you're not doing it right. But anyways, if you guys are new to the channel, always consider subscribing. Hit that bell for all so you don't miss videos just like this. Love reading your guys' comments, and giving one of these really helps out the channel. Until next time, everyone, happy railroading. We'll see you next time.